The palace of Xerath gleamed like a living jewel, carved from violet stone that pulsed faintly in rhythm with the twin suns above. Within its walls lived Lady Xevra, an alien noble whose wealth and beauty were whispered across half the galaxy. And guarding her life was a single human. Marcus Kane had once been a soldier of Earth's failed defense fleet. Captured, enslaved, and eventually purchased, he found himself repurposed not as a gladiator, but as a bodyguard, sworn to protect Xerath with his strength and his loyalty. It was an arrangement he endured silently, until the day she decided to test him. The test. Xerath was no fool. Treachery stalked her at every banquet, every court gathering, every midnight meeting of nobles eager to unseat her. Loyalty was rare, and she trusted no one fully, not even Marcus. So one evening, she summoned him to her chamber. The air was thick with the scent of burning incense, shadows dancing against gilded walls. And scattered across the floor, deliberately unguarded, were treasures, crystal orbs pulsing with starlight, coins forged from pure gold, blades inlaid with diamonds, and necklaces worth more than Marcus could earn in 10 lifetimes. Xerath reclined on her throne, her eyes glowing faintly with alien fire. "Bodyguard," she purred, her voice both command and caress. "Tonight I rest, but my treasures, they will remain. No locks. No guards. Only you." Marcus narrowed his eyes. "You're testing me." Her mandibles twitched in amusement. "Perhaps. Or perhaps I am merely careless. Which do you believe?" He said nothing, bowing stiffly before retreating to his post by the door. Temptation. The hours crawled by. Xerath retired to her sleeping chamber, leaving Marcus alone with the glittering wealth. His throat tightened. On Earth, he had grown up hungry. His people worked themselves to death for scraps while the rich hoarded comforts. Gold, jewels, even food. These were things he had never known. And here, spread before him, was enough wealth to buy a starship, flee this cursed palace, and vanish in the far reaches of space. His hands trembled. He forced himself to look away. But the glittering reflection seemed to follow him, whispering, "Take just one coin." She would never notice. Take a blade. You could use it to escape. Take a necklace. Sell it and live free. His fists clenched. Sweat beaded on his brow. He had resisted many things in his life. Pain, torture, despair. But temptation was a different battlefield. And he was losing. The capture. Finally, unable to resist, Marcus knelt beside the treasure. His calloused hand hovered over a golden dagger, its hilt carved with alien runes. He didn't mean to steal it. He told himself that. He just wanted to touch it, to feel something beautiful that wasn't pain or blood. His fingers brushed the blade, and the room lit up. From the shadows above, Xerath descended silently, her wings unfurling, her eyes blazing. "Caught," she whispered. Marcus froze, shame burning his chest. He dropped the dagger instantly, bowing his head. "My lady, I wasn't." "Wasn't what?" Her voice cut sharp. "Stealing? Betraying me? Proving yourself no different than the parasites at court?" "No." His voice cracked, raw with desperation. "I wasn't stealing. I only want to know what it feels like to hold something that wasn't taken from me, to touch something precious, just once in my life." The silence stretched, heavy as iron chains. Then, to his shock, Xerath laughed softly. "The truth. You speak truth," she said, stepping closer, her gown of living silk flowing like water. She reached down, lifting the dagger with delicate fingers. "Do you know why I left these treasures out, Marcus Kane?" His jaw tightened. "To see if I'd betray you." "Partly," she admitted, "but also to see how you would betray me. Most men would pocket jewels. Some would plot escape. Others would fall to greed instantly." She tilted her head, studying him with strange curiosity. "You merely wish to feel." Her eyes softened, alien yet strangely human in that moment. "Tell me, Marcus, if you had taken it, where would you have gone?" He swallowed hard. "Nowhere. There's nowhere for me to go. I'm chained, no matter what." She regarded him in silence, then leaned closer. "Perhaps not." The shift. From that night on, Xerath treated him differently. She still commanded, but her words carried weight of trust rather than suspicion. She asked him questions about Earth, about human desires, about loyalty. One evening, she confessed, "I have tested dozens. None passed. They all failed, succumbing to greed. But you," her eyes flickered luminous. "You resisted until curiosity overcame you. That is not weakness. It is honesty." Marcus shook his head. "You think too highly of me. I'm no saint. I almost failed." Her lips curved faintly. "Yet you did not. And that is why I caught you not as a thief, but as a man worth watching." For the first time, Marcus realized she had not tested him to condemn him. She had tested him to choose him. The plot. Weeks later, betrayal struck the palace. An assassin, cloaked in shifting armor, slipped through the halls during a banquet. Marcus intercepted him. Blade flashing, their fight brutal and quick. When it ended, Marcus stood bloody but victorious, the assassin dead at his feet. Serelith rushed to the scene, her eyes wide. "You saved me," she whispered. Marcus spat blood. "It's my job." "No," she said fiercely, placing a hand on his chest. "It was more than duty. You could have fled into chaos, taken anything. Yet you stood. You fought. You bled for me." Her touch lingered, and for a heartbeat, Marcus saw not an alien mistress testing her bodyguard, but a woman looking at him with something dangerously close to trust, the crown of loyalty. The next day, Serelith summoned him privately. The treasures once again lay scattered. But this time, she knelt beside them, lifting a necklace of molten silver. "This," she said softly, placing it in his palm, "is worth more than a starship. I give it to you freely." Marcus blinked in shock. "Why?" "Because loyalty bought by chains is fragile," she murmured. "But loyalty born of choice is unbreakable." His throat tightened as he stared at the gift. "You're saying you trust me?" Her luminous eyes met his. "Yes, more than anyone." Epilogue. From then on, Marcus was no longer just a bodyguard. He was Serelith's shadow, her confidant, her shield. Whispers spread across the Empire the alien mistress, who trusted a human more than her own kin. Enemies mocked her until they saw him standing at her side, unyielding, unbreakable. For in the end, when she caught him, Serelith had not found a thief. She had found the one man who could never be bought, because his loyalty was worth more than any treasure she owned.